Hello, this is Carl Bradbrook and welcome to the Abundance Life Vision website. I'm really glad that you're here and just like to share a couple of ideas with you for a few minutes and let you know what this is all about. So I'm guessing if you're sitting there and you're watching this video or you've got it on your mobile phone or whatever, I'm guessing that you're on the personal development trail, okay? And I've been on that trail myself for a number of years now, about 20 years. And I'm also guessing that, you know, perhaps your life is not working out the way you thought it would work. And maybe there's some areas that are, and maybe there are some areas that aren't. And for some people, it might be like all of it's not working out, right? And, you know, if we think about life and how we approach life, you know, there's a big shiny picture which has been painted, okay? And you know, it's whatever country you pitch up in, it's the same picture. All right, it's the shiny happy family, the plastic family with the 2.2 kids and the new cars and all the funky gadgets for the kitchen, all the funky gadgets for the garden, and living in a wonderful estate, and everybody, woo, you know, we're all friends in this wonderful sort of housing complex. And you know, there's boats and there's holidays, and then when they get older, they're sitting there and their kids are all nice and educated, and you know, maybe one's a lawyer and one's a doctor, and you know, one's in business and at the top corporate executive in a business, and you know, and there's the grandchildren. He's got a perfect wife, or you know, a perfect husband. She's got a perfect husband. There's the grandchildren, and they're just absolutely majestic, and they've got these wonderful clothes on. There's not one spot of dirt on their clothes, and they've got these smiles like they came out of a sort of, you know, $10,000 million orthodontist surgery, or God just blessed that person with the most incredible smile in the world. You know, the ding, the perfect face, the perfect teeth, the perfect hair. So we've got this picture of the world which has been painted for us, and you know, bit by bit, here and there, magazines, adverts, television, people we know, all the celebrities, all the rock stars, all of this, all of that. So there's this perfect world out there. And here we are, you and I, and we're sitting here and we're going like, well, how do I get my piece of the action, dude? Yeah, it's like, you know, you told me this is what I get, right? And here I am, and what have I got? You know, the wheel just fell off my car on the way to work, and you know, I had to spend all the money I saved up for holiday trying to fixed the wheel on the car, and I only had $2,000, and it cost $2,500, and now I owe $500. And you know, maybe the wife goes, hey, you know, come home from work and you're stressed out, and the wife goes, hey, look, I don't know what you're worried about. You know, I just go to the mall and spend $300 on my credit card, and I feel so much better. I do it every day, right? And all this stuff going on out there, and you know, maybe there's times when you just sit there and you go, oh God, how do I do this? You know, what am I supposed to do? I mean, I'm doing my EFT, I'm doing my Maharishi meditation 3 times a day, I burn the incense, I light the candles, you know, I'm wearing my Om necklace, and I've got my, you know, black tourmaline, I've got my pink crystals, and I've got my, you know, my headscarf on, and I've got, you know, I study my stuff, I read my books, I listen to my audios, I do my meditations, I do my brainwave stuff, you know, I do all of this stuff, and still there's this shiny plastic world out here, and I want my piece of the action, and I haven't got it. Like, what am I going to do, right? So, what am I going to do? Let me share with you a couple of ideas. Okay, you cannot play the game of Scrabble with the rules for the game of backgammon. All right, you can't play the game of Monopoly with the rules for the game of Scrabble. Okay, so the first thing is to learn the rules of the game of life. And there's one thing which is going to become blatantly obvious to you when you look at the rules of the game of life, and that is the perspective from which you are living your life, from which most people on the planet are living their lives, is absolutely wrong. Okay? Okay, so they're trying to achieve something, number one, which is not suited to them. Okay? And they're doing it with a set of rules which don't work, and they'll never get it anyway. all right? And they're just bashing their head against a brick wall day after day after day after day, trying to get this stuff which isn't right for them, won't satisfy them, okay? And they're trying to do it in a way which it will never happen anyway. Okay, so that's the major problem. Now on this page, there's 12 audios, and I suggest the first step is to listen to those audios, because it's the start of a process, right? You're going to get some ideas in your mind, okay? There's about 3 hours of audios that are absolutely free. And when you've listened to those audios, you'll know, hey, I can solve any problem, okay? So whatever problems I've got in my life, I created and I know I can solve them, right? And the next step is to go through the rules of the game of life, so you absolutely understand what the rules are, right? Because when you know what the rules are, you'll stop giving your life 20% or 15% effort because you're tired and you're disillusioned, etc. And you'll start giving your life 100% because you know it's going to work, okay? So that's the next step. The step after that is to get a vision, right? A vision for your life. And without a vision, people perish, right? That's an old saying, okay? So you must have a vision for your life. It's like a plan or a set of goals, but it's more than that because it comes from a part of you, right? Your higher self, your higher consciousness, the true part of you. Okay, so when you get a vision that comes from the true part of you, you're not aiming for a shiny plastic world life, right, which doesn't work. You're aiming for a life which has been custom designed for you, all right? And because it's been custom designed for you, and because you know how life works, you know you're going to get it, okay? And you deserve it. But let me explain a little bit more about deserving, all right? Everybody deserves to have the kind of life that they desire to live. But you've got to do the work. Just because you deserve something doesn't mean you can sit on your ass and do nothing. You have to do the work. You have to apply your skills and talents, right, which you will discover, right, your God-given gifts and talents, but you apply them in a certain way and with a set of tools which actually works, all right? So life is really, really, really simple, right? It really is simple. You know, we've got the same set of rules for life in New York or Los Angeles or London or, you know, Sydney that the people have in the jungles in, you know, Asia somewhere, or in a tribesmen in Africa. Okay, it's the same set of rules, and they're really, really simple. Okay, so first of all, we've got to learn about the game of life. What is this game? How do I play it? Okay, then we've got to get a vision for our life, which comes from our true selves, who we truly are. Right, so we know it's the real vision and not an ego version. There's a lot about the ego on this webpage, right, in these audios. Okay, then we've got to apply a set of techniques which actually work. Right, and it's the same style of techniques that would work for anyone, anywhere on this planet. Okay? And because there are a set of techniques which work, and because we have a vision which is right for us, the application of those techniques becomes easy. You don't need to do, you know, 300 negative belief clearing, common negative belief clearing, EFT affirmations every day, right? You don't need to do, you know, 97 hours of Maharaji meditations a week. You don't need to do blah, 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 and all that list of personal development stuff that you've got to do and you've never done, okay, or maybe you've done some of it, okay, so life becomes more simple. We apply ourselves in a certain direction which is right for us. We use tools which actually work, okay, and then life begins to change, and bang, it changes like that, right? It can change so fast, you'll go, whoa, I don't know if I'm quite ready for this, right? But you will be ready, because you have the confidence and you have the tools within you to handle anything that comes up for you. Okay? So, you know, what's Abundance Life Vision all about? That's it. It's about living life in a way that it was meant to be lived. Okay? So I hope you really enjoyed this presentation. I've tried to keep it as short as possible. And there's a dude next door who's got, you know, with his thing, so I'm trying to sort of record it in the gaps. Anyway, look, thank you so much for turning up here, and thank yourself for turning up here, right? And, you know, I really hope to see you on the training, so God bless. Namaste. God bless, and thank you for coming. Ciao.